Hello, everyone, and welcome to Story and Podcast House. I am happy you are here today to listen, relax, and enjoy a simple story that will help you improve your English step by step. Today's story is called My Healthy Habits. It is about a young man named ARIF who learns to take care of his body and mind by making small but powerful changes in his daily life. These changes help him feel stronger, happier, and more confident. I hope this story inspires you to build your own healthy habits too. My name is ARIF, and I am 26 years old. I live in a small but friendly town with many trees, clean air, and quiet streets. For a long time, I did not pay much attention to my health. I often slept late, ate fast food, and spent many hours sitting in front of a screen. I felt tired almost every day, and I did not have much energy to do anything fun. One day, I looked at myself in the mirror and saw that my face looked pale. My eyes had dark circles, and I felt a little sad. I knew something had to change. I wanted to feel better, look better, and live with more energy. That same day, I decided to start building healthy habits. The first habit I wanted to work on was waking up early in the morning. At first, it was very hard for me because I was used to staying up late and sleeping until noon, but I wanted to try. I set an alarm for 6:30 in the morning and promised myself that I would wake up when it rang, even if I felt sleepy. On the first day, when the alarm rang, I felt like staying in bed, but I pushed myself to sit up and open the curtains. The morning light slowly filled my room, and I started to feel more awake. I took a deep breath and felt fresh air come into my lungs. Even though I was still a little tired, I felt proud of myself for getting up early. After a few days, waking up early became easier, and I began to like the quiet and peaceful feeling of the morning. The next habit I worked on was drinking more water. I used to drink a lot of soda and sugary drinks, but I did not drink enough water. I learned that water helps the body stay hydrated, clean, and strong. So, I bought a large reusable water bottle and filled it every morning. I kept it next to me so I could drink water throughout the day. At first, I often forgot to drink, but I set small reminders for myself. After a few weeks, drinking water became a natural part of my day, and I felt more refreshed and less tired. Another habit I added was eating healthier food. I used to eat fast food almost every day because it was easy and quick, but I realized it made me feel slow and heavy. I decided to cook simple meals at home with fresh vegetables, fruits, rice, and eggs. I started with easy recipes like boiled eggs and avocado toast or rice with steamed carrots and broccoli. Cooking my own meals made me feel happy and responsible for my health. I also noticed that my skin looked cleaner and brighter, which made me feel more confident. As I continued to build healthy habits, I started to feel small but important changes in my body. I woke up with more energy. I felt lighter after meals. My mind was clearer and calmer. These changes made me want to keep going and add more good habits to my life. I learned that building healthy habits is not about being perfect. It is about taking one small step each day, even if it feels hard at first. Every small habit, when repeated over time, begins to grow into something stronger. One of the most helpful things I did during this time was to write in a small notebook every night before bed. I wrote about what I did during the day, how I felt, and what I wanted to do better the next day. This helped me stay aware of my actions and remind myself why I wanted to live a healthy life. I found that writing also relaxed my mind and helped me sleep better. Building healthy habits slowly changed the way I lived each day. It was not just about food, water, or sleep. It was about caring for myself and knowing that I deserved to feel good. I began to see that health is not only about the body, it is also about the mind and the heart. As I kept working on my healthy habits, I wanted to add more movement to my day. I used to sit for many hours because of my job, and my back often felt stiff and sore. So I decided to start walking every morning after I woke up. At first, I walked for just 10 or 15 minutes around my neighborhood. I enjoyed the fresh air and the quiet streets. I listened to the birds singing and watched the sunlight slowly fill the sky. The walks made me feel calm and awake. Soon, I began to walk for 30 minutes and sometimes even an hour. I could feel my legs getting stronger and my body felt more alive. Walking became something I looked forward to every day, not just for exercise, but for peace of mind. I also wanted to work on my breathing and reduce stress. Sometimes I felt anxious or worried about things in my life. So I tried something new. I started practicing deep breathing in the morning after my walk. I sat on a chair, closed my eyes, and took slow breaths in and out. I focused on the air going in and out of my body. It was not always easy because my mind would wander, but I tried to stay patient. After a few weeks, I noticed that my mind was calmer and I could deal with stress better. Deep breathing helped me feel more relaxed and in control of my feelings. As I continued to improve my physical health, I also wanted to take care of my mind by learning new things. I loved reading, but I had stopped doing it because I always felt too tired. Now that I had more energy, I decided to read a little every night before bed. I chose books that were simple and interesting, and I read just a few pages each day. Reading helped me slow down after a long day, and I felt happy when I finished a chapter or learned something new. It reminded me that healthy habits are not just about the body, but also about feeding the mind with good and positive things. During this time, I also learned the importance of saying no to bad habits. It was not easy to stop eating fast food, staying up late, or drinking too many sugary drinks. Sometimes I made mistakes and fell back into old habits, but I did not give up or feel angry with myself. I reminded myself that building healthy habits takes time and it is normal to make mistakes. What mattered was that I kept trying and did not stop caring for myself. Every day was a new chance to make better choices. One of the biggest lessons I learned was that health is a journey, not a race. I did not need to compare myself to others or try to change everything at once. I focused on small steps and small wins, like drinking one more glass of water or walking just a little longer. I understood that even small changes can create a big difference when I do them every day. This thought helped me stay motivated and positive. I also started talking to my friends and family about my healthy habits. Some of them were surprised to see the changes in me and asked how I did it. I shared my story with them, and a few of them wanted to join me on walks or try drinking more water too. It felt good to inspire others, even in a small way. I realized that when I took care of myself, I also helped others see that change is possible. By this time, my life felt very different from before. I woke up early, walked outside, drank plenty of water, cooked healthy meals, and read before going to bed. My body was stronger, my mind was clearer, and my heart was happier. I no longer felt tired all the time. Instead, I felt proud of myself for not giving up and for choosing to live with more love and care. I learned that true health is not about being perfect. It is about doing small things with kindness and patience every day. I still had more habits I wanted to build, and I knew there would be difficult days ahead. But I also knew that I had built a strong foundation. I trusted myself to keep going. I trusted that my healthy habits would continue to grow one day at a time. With my healthy routines becoming part of my life, I felt ready to take even bigger steps toward a better version of myself. One of the changes I made was adding light exercise to my mornings. After my walk, I began doing simple stretching and body weight exercises like squats and push-ups. I started slowly, doing only a few repetitions, but I increased the number little by little. I could feel my muscles growing stronger, and I was surprised by how much more active I was during the day. Exercise became another way for me to show respect and care for my body. Around this time, I also focused on improving my sleep habits. Even though I woke up early, I sometimes stayed up late watching videos or looking at my phone. I knew this was not good for my rest, so I decided to set a bedtime for myself. I turned off all screens at least 1 hour before going to bed and spent the time reading or writing in my notebook instead. I also made my bedroom a comfortable place by keeping it clean, quiet, and dark. Soon I noticed that I fell asleep faster and woke up feeling more refreshed. I realized that good sleep is one of the strongest healthy habits anyone can build. Another habit that changed my life was practicing gratitude. Every night before bed, after writing in my notebook, I took a moment to think about 3 things I was thankful for that day. Sometimes it was something simple like a warm meal or a kind message from a friend. Other times it was something more special like reaching a goal or feeling proud of a new habit. This small practice helped me focus on the good things in my life, no matter how small they were. It made my heart feel lighter and more hopeful. I also started spending more time in nature, not just during my morning walks, but on weekends too. I visited parks, rivers, and small hiking trails near my town. Being surrounded by trees, grass, and fresh air helped me feel calm and connected to the world. I often brought a book with me and sat under a tree to read. This